Hello guys. Welcome back to Shally-Entertainment. On today's video I'll be recommending 10 amazing dramas and movies starring Kim Yoo-Jung. It's safe to say that Kim Yoo-Jung has blossomed before our very eyes, not just as a beautiful young woman but also as an incredibly talented actress with many notable works under her belt. She started acting when she was only 4 years old. Yoo-Jung was tagged as one of Korea's little sisters when she was a child and is now dubbed as the Sageuk Fairy, a title given to her because most of her body of work involves historical period dramas. So now starting off the list, coming at number 1. 20th Century Girl. 20th Century Girl is Kim Yoo-Jung's most recent movie which is currently airing on Netflix. Set in 1999, she plays the role of Bara, a 17-year-old high school student who began keeping close tabs on a popular classmate as a favor to her smitten best friend. Her best friend Yeondu had to leave the country for health reasons, so she sought the help of Boare to find out everything about Hyunjin while she's away. Since Woohoo and Hyunjin are friends, Boare gets close to Woohoo to fulfill her best friend's wishes. But as Boare begins to observe Hyunjin closely, she ends up falling in love with him. The story evolves into something more mature, heartfelt, and relatable. We wouldn't want to spoil anything since the story is pretty straightforward, but if you love 2521, you'll surely enjoy this one too. 2. Backstreet Rookie. Backstreet Rookie is a very funny romantic comedy. Kim Yoo-Jung as Jung Sae-bail in this drama proved that she can also play weird, badass, and comedic roles. The actress plays a high school delinquent who meets and develops an immediate crush on Choi Dae-hyun, the handsome owner of a poor-performing convenience store who scolds her for acting out. Years later, when Sae-bail is already an adult, she decides to work in Choi Dae-hyun's store as a part-timer. Sae-bail helps turn the business and Dae-hyun's life around. This drama was initially received poorly because of the age gap between Kim Yoo-Jung and Ji Chang-wook's characters, but the story properly developed the romance arc between the two without making it cringy or creepy. 3. Love in the Moonlight. Love in the Moonlight is probably Kim Yoo-Jung's most popular drama. The drama is about Hong Aran, a young woman who uses the alias Hong Samnam to live as a man. To protect herself and her family, Hong Aran disguises herself as a man and counsels men on dating. But due to a mix-up caused by a love letter she wrote for a client, she ends up crossing paths with the crown prince who sneaked out of the palace. She doesn't know she met the prince and the prince isn't aware that Arayan is a woman. Soon after, Arayan is forced to become a eunuch by loan sharks, and the crown prince and Arayan become interested in each other, forming a friendship. As Arayan tries to survive the palace and the crown prince navigates his journey to become king, will their love prosper? 4. Lovers of the Red Sky. Set during the Joseon dynasty, a young woman named Hong Chun-ki is a painter, a true rarity in Joseon Korea, where Confucian values dictate that such pursuits are unsuitable for a woman. She was born blind but somehow managed to acquire a sense of vision. And now she has been accepted to the most prestigious art college in the land. One day, she meets Ha Ram, an astrologer whose fate is the polar opposite of her own. Although he was born sighted, he lost his vision in a childhood accident. Regardless, he is also in possession of an astounding talent that allows him to read the future by tracing the movement of the sky at night despite the fact that he is blind. The duo is sucked into the machinations of the royal court, particularly those involving two princes, the free-spirited Prince Yang Myung and the cruel, scheming Prince Ju Hyang, a man who longs to become the next Joseon king. 5. Clean with Passion. Clean with Passion for now is a romantic comedy based on a popular webtoon. It aired in 2018 and tells a love story between a man with misophobia, fear of gems, and a woman who does not care about cleanliness at all. Jang Seon-jail is a rich and handsome guy who runs a cleaning company. He hates germs and is simply obsessed with everything around being perfectly clean. He meets Oh-sol, a girl with a bright personality who is his exact opposite, because she doesn't care at all about cleanliness. Gil Oh-sol becomes his employee and breaks down his walls. The show features a different side of Yoo-Jung as she breathed comedic life to Oh-sol's character, a woman with a strong stomach endurance for dirt and anything disgusting. 6. Angry Mom. Angry Mom is a high school drama that tells a unique story of how a young mother goes back to high school to protect her daughter from bullies. Kim Yoo-Jung plays the role of a high school student who is constantly being bullied by her classmates. When her young mother Jo Gangja finds out that her daughter, Oh Ran, is being victimized by bullies at school, she decides to do something about it directly, and what ensues is a positive, upbeat, and poignant story that seeks to highlight trouble spots in South Korea's educational system. Jo Kang-hee was once a legendary badass in her teenage days, and as a Busan girl, she is extra rough and tumble. 7. Gumiho, Tale of the Fox's Child. Gumiho is a historical fantasy and romance drama. The legendary Gumiho, or nine-tailed fox, Gu San-duk, leaves her husband after his betrayal renders her unable to shapeshift. She takes her 9-year-old daughter, Yeon-hee, who has yet to gain the ability to use her Gumiho powers, to a village in order to protect her. As Yeon-hee turns 10, her physical transformation begins, putting her in increasing danger of being discovered by her neighbors. The budding actress showcased her versatility and developing acting range in the drama, first with the challenge of playing a charming child who faces the terrifying challenge of transforming into a Gumiho, and second with the rendering of a sweet childhood love story. You can't help but root for her and her mother as they struggle to survive amidst a world of fear and betrayal. 8. Iljimae. Iljimae is a historical action and romance drama set during the Joseon dynasty. Young acted as a hooligan in the marketplace by day, but at night he was a thief who robbed corrupted government officials to give to the poor. After each robbery, he left behind a painting depicting a plum tree branch to make his mark and was thus named Iljimae. His main purpose was not so much to rob but to search for the owner of a specially designed sword which he saw as a child, that was used to kill his father, a loyal subject of the emperor. Eun Chai is a government official's daughter who, despite her upbringing, has a lot of empathy toward the poor. She met Iljimae by chance and couldn't help admiring him for what he stood for even though she had never seen his face. Kim Yoo-Jung plays the role of Run Char when she was a young girl. 9. Because I Love You. Because I Love You is a 2017 South Korean fantasy comedy film starring Choi Tae-hyun and Kim Yoo-jung. Lee Hyung, who is ready to propose to his lover, gets into a severe car accident and gets left in a coma. Miraculously, he snaps out of unconsciousness but notices that he is in another person's body with no memory of his former self. As he learns that he is capable of retrieving his consciousness in other people's bodies, he sets out to solve problems of the people that he awakes in, such as remedying the relationship of a couple who was on the verge of a divorce or solving a teenage pregnancy of a high school couple. Kim Yoo-jung plays the role of Scully, a high school student who guides his spirit along the way. The movie pulls your heartstrings in just the right ways, and I guarantee that as much as there are giggles, there will also be some tears. 10. Dong-hee. With her start as a child actress, one of Kim Yoo-jung's early works was in the period drama Dong-hee, where she starred as the child role of the titular character Dong-hee. This character was based on the real-life historical figure of royal consort Lady Choi. A precocious child, young Dong-hee becomes an orphan when her family is wrongfully accused of murder. The young actress helmed this turn of events masterfully, capturing hearts nationwide as she exhibited her quick wits and her gift with portraying emotional scenes. Dong-hee, who grew up to become a water maid, caught the eye of the king and becomes a concubine with the rank of Sukbin and bears a son who will later become the 21st king of Joseon, Yangjo. Thank you guys for watching. Do make sure to hit the subscribe button to follow for more movies and drama recommendations.